Hello and welcome to all of our viewers in Nigeria and around the world. To the news cycle on Global Television coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times 276. You can download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcasts. The Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Imam Suleiman Ibrahim, has pledged the ministry's commitment to supporting Nigerian women and other vulnerable groups in the society. This is coming at the heel of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, celebrating its 30th year anniversary and the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, with development partners. Women at Risk International Foundation, WARIF, in Abuja. Our correspondent, Godwin Sunday, completes the report. We'll bring you that report in our subsequent bulletin. A General Court-Martial sitting at the headquarters 82 Division Nigerian Army Enugu has sentenced a soldier, Private Adamu Mohammed, to death by hanging and another private, Abubakar Yusuf, to 10 years imprisonment. A statement by Lieutenant Colonel Jonah Unakalu, Acting Deputy Director, 82 Division Army Police Relations, said the sentences were handed down at due consideration for the offenses of murder and robbery for which the soldiers stood trial. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has arrested prominent business executive Aisha Suleiman Achimugu at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. According to a statement from the commission, Achimugu was apprehended around 5 a.m. upon her voluntary arrival from London. The arrest is linked to an ongoing EFCC investigation into alleged criminal conspiracy and money laundering. Following intensified operations against criminal gangs backed by Credible, the Nigerian police has successfully arrested 22 suspected kidnappers and gun runners and recovered several arms ammunition across several states. A Force Public Relations Officer ACP Muyiwa Adejobi said the arrests demonstrate the commitment of the force to ensure the safety and security of all civilians. A severe gully erosion has destroyed at least 15 houses and legal swathes of farmland in Ekulumi, a community in Nnewi South local government area of Anambra State. Residents are appealing to the state government for urgent intervention to prevent further devastation. The erosion, which has also cut off several major roads, poses a significant threat to the livelihood and safety of the people. One of the most dangerous erosion sites lies just 50 meters from the strategic Oba Nnewi Ugo Ikigwe Expressway, a vital route for commuters. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum has disclosed that the state has reinstated no fewer than 300,000 repentant Boko Haram terrorists over the past 3 years. Governor Zulum made the revelation while receiving the Minister of Defense, Badaru Abubakar, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, and other top military commanders during their visits to Maiduguri. While acknowledging the effort of the Nigerian police, the governor noted that several challenges continue to hamper the effective fight against terrorism and called for urgent interventions. You're watching the live broadcast of News Cycle. When News Cycle returns, Trump targets U.S. sanctuary cities in migrant crackdown. Details coming shortly, plus foreign and sports stories on the other side of this break. Stay with us.
Do you know that Global Television can be watched in Nigeria and all over the world?
Download the Global TV Nigerian mobile app for Android and iOS devices to watch global television real-time from around the world. What are you waiting for?
Start downloading and stay connected to global television.
The Minister of Women Affairs and Social Development, Imam Suleiman Ibrahim, has pledged the ministry's commitment to supporting Nigerian women and other vulnerable groups in the society. This is coming after the heel of the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development celebrating its 30th year anniversary and the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding, that is MOU, with development partners, Women at Risk International Foundation WARIF in Abuja. Our correspondent, Godwin Sunday, completes the story.
In order to strengthen support for sexual-based violence survivors, the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development has signed a strategic partnership agreement with Women at Risk International Foundation WARIF. The partnership demonstrates the ministry's commitment to advancing women's rights and addressing social challenges. Speaking during the signing ceremony, the Minister Imam Suleiman Ibrahim spoke on the significance of the MOU towards strengthening Nigerians' response to sexual-based violence (SGBV).
Today marks more than just the signing of a document, but a significant milestone in our shared journey towards strengthening Nigerians' response to sexual and gender-based violence. It marks our collective commitment to ensuring that survivors of sexual violence are no longer left to suffer in silence, but given access to survivor-centered, high-quality healthcare and support services across our nation.
The founder of Women at Risk International Foundation, WARIF, Dr. Kemi Da Silva Ibru, spoke on the significance of the signing ceremony.
The signing of the MOU today signifies WARIF's commitment towards transforming the lives of women and girls affected by sexual violence, rape, and child abuse in all regions of the country in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Women's Affairs.
With the signing of the MOU in partnership with WARIF, it is clear that Nigeria will definitely win the war against SGBV and other sexual violence that young people, especially women, are experiencing in the country. My name is Godwin Sunday.
And from the world of business, the Corporate Affairs Commission, that is CAC, has given all businesses operating in Nigeria a 6-week ultimatum to comply with the registration requirement of the Companies in Allied Matters Act, CAM 2020. The Commission, in a circular issued in Abuja, said that after the ultimatum, it will take necessary action against erring offenders who fail to comply. This includes legal action against any company limited, or partnership, limited partnership, or business name found operating without registration or under a name different from its registered identity. According to the statement, Section 729 of the Act mandates all registered entities to display their registered name and number outside every business location. The Commission therefore advised all business owners to take immediate steps to regularize their operations, stating that non-compliance would be met with swift enforcement actions. Meanwhile, Federal Inland Revenue Service has inaugurated the National E-Evolving Solution Interagency Steering Committee as part of its efforts to boost tax compliance, transparency and efficiency in Nigeria's tax system. This was according to a statement shared on the service official X handle. The FIRS also noted that the initiative demonstrates its commitment to leveraging technology and partnership in its mission to reform Nigeria's tax administration landscape. U.S. media has reported that U.S. President Donald Trump has agreed to soften the impact of tariff on automakers that have been hit by multiple levies. The move comes ahead of a Trump rally planned for Tuesday night near Detroit to make the president's first 100th day in office. The shift means a company paying 25% tariff on car import won't always pay other duties, such as those on steel and aluminum. The administration is also allowing some reimbursement on foreign auto parts levies that were supposed to take effect on May 3rd. And now from the foreign scene, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney has delivered his victory speech to supporters after winning Canada's election, leading his Liberal Party to a new term in power after convincing voters that his experience managing crisis had prepared him to confront U.S. President Donald Trump. Uyi Agbomofuegbe has the rest of the report.
We will need to think big and act bigger.
Prime Minister Carney addresses his crowd of supporters, establishing what is potentially the grand objective of his policy focus. The Donald Trump factor, in part, had shaped the campaign and continues to matter beyond Canada's election.
When I sit down with President Trump, it will be to discuss the future economic and security relationship between two sovereign nations. And it will be with our full knowledge that we have many, many other options than the United States to build prosperity for all Canadians.
Prime Minister Carney setting the agenda before a crowd of supporters following his election victory, noting that Canada has a long way to go, calling the vote the most consequential election, having defeated Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. Uyi Agbomofuegbe reporting for Global TV News.
Interior's Minister says negligence was factor in the massive explosion and fire at the country's largest container port as the death toll rose to at least 70. Eskandar Momoni says blast at Shahin Raji port in Badr Abbas, which also injured more than 1,000 people, was caused by shortcomings, including non-compliance with safety precautions and negligence. The customs authorities have said imported cargo caught fire and exploded. The Defense Ministry has denied foreign report that it was shipment of missile fuel chemical. Donald Trump has signed an executive order to crack down on sanctuary cities that defy his hardline immigration policies. As the U.S. president closes in on his first 100 days back in office, the Republican has claimed major progress in honoring his election campaign promises to stem illegal borders crossing from Mexico, which soared to all-time high under his Democratic predecessor, Joe Biden. The order directs officials to publish within 30 days a list of states and local authorities that obstruct the enforcement of federal immigration laws, saying those names risk losing access to certain government fundings. And now from the world of sport, Imo State Governor Hope Uzodinma has received the Unity Touch ahead of the 2025 National Sport Festival set to hold in Ogun State.
The national
for its organization and describes sport as a key tool for promoting unity across Nigeria.
handed it over to the national leader and is now coming to His Excellency.
I use this opportunity to encourage all our participants to go all out there with determination and bring medals. Medals that will represent the excellent status of our diaspora. So you go.
He also charged the Imo State contingent to compete with excellence and assured them of the full support of the government and people of the state. Ogun State Governor Dapo Abiodun has commended the commitment and determination of Remo Stars Football Club, which culminated in the team winning its first ever Nigerian Professional Football League title. The governor described the achievement as an unprecedented feat in the annals of the state. It was reported that Remo Stars claimed the NPFL title with a 1-0 victory over Niger Tornadoes. And that's it on Global TV News Cycle. A quick reminder that Global TV is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. And kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @Global TV NG. You can download the Global TV Nigerian app for Android and iOS devices to keep track of our broadcast. I am Ramsey Enoch Agbo. Thank you for watching.